Welcome back. Still watching Nile Cruise. Present in more than 113 countries and territories. And with over than 85,000 members, AIESEC is the world's biggest and largest youth-run organization. Focused on providing a platform for youth leadership development, AIESEC offers the young people the opportunity to be global citizens and to change the world and to get experience and skills that matter today in the current world. So today we have Marilia Tossetto, the PR head of Youth to Business, and Ahmed Basyouni, the National Director of Business Development, to talk to us more about the AIESEC. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Everything's fine.
First of all, Egypt's Youth to Business Forum aims at gathering 600 young people physically and 1,000 young people virtually, and business to think about the future. How does the forum work in using youth ideas and potential? How does it work?
Okay. The idea of the Youth to Business Forum is just something that we have in AIESEC globally. It's already being done in most of the AIESEC countries, and we have around 160 forums happening. And it's the first time that we're launching it in Egypt this time. It's on the 8th of March 2013. And it's basically, the idea of it is just to create a platform for youth and businesses to connect together and talk about relevant topics that are happening in the country. Yeah.
It's a place where young people can connect with companies, with business, and they can discuss relevant topics and also create things together. So it's an open space where they can do this network outside the university, because sometimes they are in internships, but they don't have this kind of closest relationship with business and with companies. So the forum is made for this. Yeah.
So Mr. Ahmed, does the Egyptian revolution, or did the Egyptian revolution actually affect the entrepreneurship, all the happenings of AIESEC around the world concerning Egypt?
It definitely had a contribution, but we basically had in mind that the revolution is something good that is happening to our country, and this is what we need to project to most of the countries, or most of the countries we're working in. So basically our exchange programs did not stop, and we kept on having interns in the country as well as sending Egyptian youth outside in order to show the true value of the revolution and show what's really going on in the country.
Yes.
And like just don't, which is somehow not exactly being reflected from the media side. I think everything was fine, alhamdulillah, up till now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's your input? What have you noticed on the scene when you ever came and participated? Did you see things were different? You saw that in spite of the instability?
Yeah.
Did you find it difficult?
I'm from Brazil, and I came here to Egypt to do a social internship with AIESEC. So when you are in other countries, sometimes you see things in the media, but when you come here, you see that things are really different. And it's been a nice experience for me to understand more about the culture and what's really happening here. So I think AIESEC is the perfect organization to provide it, to don't let things like this happen, because sometimes a country can be with revolution, but it's interesting to be there and to understand what's happening, not only by the media, but living there and also working in that country. And by AIESEC you have this opportunity. So I think all the interns here, they are enjoying, and also there are Egyptians going to other countries, and that's the purpose of AIESEC, to make that different and cultural difference less than what we have.
So what about the political stability or the economic stability that we lack here in Egypt? Does it affect the people or the students coming from other parts of the country to Egypt, and vice versa? Does it affect the students who come here, the political and economic instability in the country?
Okay, I think if you are attached only of what you see in the media, sometimes you can be a little bit I don't know how to say, scared about it. But when you talk to people and when you get to know how is living here and people who are here, that's what I did, because I have friends living here. I think it doesn't affect. So I think by AIESEC we can make this not happen, because you talk with people who are living here and you see that's okay, you can come here, it will not affect, it will not be unsafe for you.
So what about you, Ahmed?
I think
how would you promote the opposite of the economic instability and political instability to students outside of the country?
Yes, we do not communicate the opposite. We're saying what's happening in Egypt. We're saying that we are in a changing revolutionary phase the country is going through. And AIESEC's vision, in general, the global organization, the vision is peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. And we aim to do that through bridging the cultural gaps that we have. So by sending Egyptian youth for internships outside of the country, and as well having internationals come here, we're trying to bridge the gap and telling people what is actually happening. I think it's a pretty intense experience for people to come here and see how the country is evolving and how the country is changing to a better one. And this is how we do it, basically.
In your own point of view, how do you try to encourage or try to support entrepreneurship when the economy is not stable? Could there be any solution? Do we try to contain the situation and improve it?
This is the point of, for example, doing the event that we're having, the Egypt's Y2B Forum. Instead of everything that's going on and the economic instability and everything, we decided to take the initiative and have such a forum. We have two powering partners for the event, Microsoft and PepsiCo, and they're going to have different workshops and sessions presented to students, fresh graduates and university students about what can be done regarding entrepreneurship, corporate responsibility and innovation in the current status of the country. So young people can have the chance to step up and start their own businesses and contribute to the country.
Between AIESEC in Egypt and in any other part of the world, is there any difference, or is it just quite the same agenda maybe?
Regarding AIESEC in Egypt in general, as you know, AIESEC is present in 113 countries, and one thing that we love about AIESEC in Egypt that it's in AIESEC it gives us a chance to show that Egypt has potential and can do more things. So we're ranked 10 globally. So on the 113 countries, Egypt comes as number 10, which is very interesting, and this is based on the results that we perform as an entity. Regarding the idea of the event itself, Y2B Forum, it is usually having the same general idea all over the countries, which is bridging the gap between youth and businesses, but with different, we make it relevant to the country. So for us here, the main topic of it, besides entrepreneurship, innovation, corporate responsibility, will be how can we take this forward in the future and what needs to be done with the current situation in order to make the country better and develop and go through the best revolution phase. Yeah.
Right. One of the main programs of AIESEC is the Global Exchange Program. What nationalities do you attract, and do you prefer certain type of program? Tell us about that program.
Okay, as you said, it's the Global Exchange, International Exchange Program. We have two of them. We have the Global Community Development Program and the Global Internship Program. And basically, the two programs are global, so we have interns from all over the world, from the 113 countries. So we don't usually focus on a certain region. We're present everywhere, so this is how we try to get any interns come from all over the world, not specifically one or two countries. And this is the interesting part of it. This is how we're trying to achieve our vision of finding peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential through connecting with people from all over the world, especially that we're all young people. And this is cool. We have a lot of common things with youth in Egypt, like youth in India, like youth in Brazil, like youth everywhere.
What's the duration of the program? How long do they stay?
The Global Community Development Program usually have internships working on community development with a minimum of 6 weeks and up and higher than this, where people can work on community development in different countries. So it's either we send Egyptian youth to one of the countries to work on a community development internship, or vice versa, having internationals here. The other program, which is the Global Internship Program, delivers or offers a more professional experience where they work in a company having a specific role or job description, and it has a minimum of 3 months and it can go up higher to 18 months.
And what about you, Marilia? I think you want to add something about what Ahmed said?
About I'm doing global
program.
internship. I'm doing the global community development program here, and it's really nice because you work in a social project. I work in an orphanage, and you can work Besides I'm working in Egypt with Egyptian child. I can work with people all around the globe because I work with Italians, with people from Portugal, from Australia. So that's why AIESEC do. We live the diversity, so we try to fight against differences and cultural difference by doing this. So you learn how to work in a different culture with different people from all over the globe. It's
But is the language a barrier? Is the culture a barrier? Is the traditions or the values of the same society a barrier for you to coming from another country to be dealing with people in here or from any other country other than Brazil?
No, because I think that's why the program wants to develop. That's why the young people who wants to go to exchange with this program wants to develop. You want to know a different culture, and it's really interesting how you can understand people. Like the kids, they can talk the basic English, but there are some things that you don't need to speak the same language to understand
Universal
each other.
language.
Yeah, that's why.
Marilia, you are the PR person of head youth to business, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Talk to us about youth to business and what are the main objectives of youth to business?
That's what I'm talking. I came here to do my internship, and then I started to work with people from AIESEC here too, because in Brazil we already had this Y2 Business Forum, and it was successful. Everybody likes it. It's a big event there, and so I started to work to help on public relations here. I think the differential about this event is that young people don't go there only to listen to answers. You don't go there. That's not the objective. You go there to talk. You go there to discuss. You go there to participate. And the objective of the Y2 Business is to connect young people with business, encourage them to be entrepreneurship, and to create their own answers, you know, not just go there and listen to people talk to you what you should do, but you go there to think together, to discuss, and to find own answers to your country and to develop your reality.
Ahmed, but does the private sector actually coordinate with AIESEC in terms of exchanging students and helping them inside of Egypt and outside of it?
Definitely, yes. This is happening and is growing day by day. We have different partners who support our programs and who support our operations in general. What's interesting is that in the global internship program, we need to have corporate partners. So in order for them to offer international internships for the interns to come work in the company in Egypt, and it's going pretty good now, and hopefully it's going to be better.
Ahmed, the role of youth have been accentuated largely after the Arab Spring. So how do you intend to invest on that positive energy?
Basically, this is us. It is a youth organization. We're a very large global organization, and we're all youth. We're all young people. And this is what we've been doing this for quite a long time, since the AIESEC started in 1948 and is going on up till now. And we're all youth, and we're all trying to invest this youth energy in something beneficial and something good. I guess the Arab Spring and the revolutions came along with what we do, and currently we're going to make this better. Everywhere, all over the globe, youth are trying to make it better, and they're trying to give their input in very important topics, because at the end of the day, the youth of today are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, and this is what we're doing. Yeah.
Ahmed Bassiouni, the National Director of Business Development, and Marilia Tosetto, the PR Head of Youth to Business, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now it's time to go out for a quick break, so stay tuned on the program.